What's good, everybody? We're back with another edition of Falcons Daily. I am CG. Craig Green, your host. Want to say thanks again for hitting that subscribe button and getting us over 700 subscribers. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Also, while you're up there, please give Fan Arch Co. a follow as well as me at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G, and the word sports. Falcons family, thanks again for tuning in. And let's chop it up and talk about some Falcons, shall we? We found out some information about Kyle Pittz from ESPN's Adam Schefter, and that is that he is nursing a foot injury. That's what's going on with Kyle Pittz. He's got a strained muscle in his foot, and that's what's keeping him out of OTAs. Again, Raheem said he was being very, very cautious with Kyle to make sure that they didn't overexert him and put him in a position to where he could re-injure himself. But again, will he be ready for training camp? Who knows? I mean, he's had foot injuries in the past. Remember, he had the torn MCL after taking a hit on his knee back in 2021. So, I mean, with the modern medicine and technology and the way athletes heal nowadays, I mean, I feel confident he should be ready for training camp, but you just never know. I mean, setbacks happen, other things happen, so don't want to be premature and say yes, but it does look like it's trending up, especially because we know a strain in your foot, in the muscle, is nowhere near as bad as a pull or a tear. So, on to the next subject. I was listening to AJ Terrell talk to the press the other day, and AJ was talking about his time in Atlanta, leaders that he surrounded himself with when he first got into the building. Because remember, AJ was drafted in 2020, so he came in right during the COVID era. And remember, he's from the Atlanta area. He was already in the city. He didn't have to worry about trying to get in or out, worrying about the COVID protocols and whatnot. AJ was already in town. So what kind of leader is AJ Terrell now that he's going into his sixth year with the Falcons, earning that contract extension he got? So what kind of leader is AJ? He's one of those guys who leads by example. He doesn't say a whole lot, and that's coming from him. He'd rather lead by example. He's right now taking shaking my camera there. He's taken James Pierce under his wing. Those two guys have connected, and he's kind of showing James the ropes around Flowery Branch and seeing what they have in James Pierce. But I think AJ is more of that silent leader, the guy that kind of leads by example, says few words. He says, he had been finding his voice over the years and, trying to find his style of leadership. And, he said also that, Jeff Ulbrich, Falcons defensive coordinator, knows AJ very well. Again, Coach Brick was in the building with Dan Quinn when AJ was drafted. So, again, he was already here. Raheem Morris was already here. So those guys know AJ Terrell already, and they know what kind of player he is, what kind of leader he is. And AJ, again, a guy who can do it all in the field. He's had really good success. Nobody really throws the ball at him. So, if you're looking for somebody with a bunch of interceptions and touchdowns and big hits, AJ's not your guy. It's pretty boring on his side of the field. That's because he does such a good job covering. Last year, we're not going to get into AJ's stats because it's not really about his statistics, what kind of leader he is. But again, just leading by example. The guy only allowed, about 40, 50 catches last season. I think that was something like that. 43 catches on 69 targets. 69 targets all season long in a 17-game season. That goes to show the respect that quarterbacks have for AJ Terrell and the side of the field that he patrols. So, yeah, AJ, again, if any of the cornerbacks like a Kobe Bryant or a Kevin King or Billy Bowman, even if any of these guys can be just a piece of the player that AJ Terrell has been for the Falcons, we are really going to like what we have from some of this rookie class and some of the reserve players we got. Also at OTAs, another face that Falcons fans know very well and love, Mike Vick. Mike Vick was at OTAs there, hanging out, talking to folks, shaking hands, kissing babies, whatever it might be. And was also in the building talking to several players, Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix is another one. So what kind of mentor would Penix be? For what kind of mentor would Mike Vick be? Again, we know Matt Ryan was kind of brought in by Raheem Morris to mentor Mike Penix. But could Michael Vick also be a very good a very good mentor for Mike Penix, and I don't see why he couldn't. It's quarterback on quarterback, veteran on veteran. Veteran. Talking to a younger player. So Mike Vick has done a lot of things in the league. He could talk about the good things and, of course, the bad things. We all, know about everything that happened with him in 2007. But, and the bounce back story, of course, 2009 and beyond with the Eagles and everyone else. But, yeah, he absolutely can be a good mentor. First thing they would have in common, obviously, is being left-handed quarterbacks. That would be one thing that they obviously can chop it up about, being in Atlanta, navigating around the fan base, the city. So I think Michael Vick can really provide some helpful information and it'd be quality time spent for Penix to bend the ear and listen to MV7. Last topic of the day is going to go back to our Olympic discussion back when we were looking at the NFL players being allowed to play flag football in the 2028 Olympics. We're still 3 years away from that. One of those players who I said I would love to see on the Olympic squad was Bijan Robinson, and Bijan Robinson himself said he would love to do it too. So would you like to see Bijan Robinson playing Olympic flag football for the United States of America? Bijan did say that Raheem, he's got to get it clear with Raheem, and if Raheem says he's good to go, he's going to go do it. Now, remember, the Olympics is from July 14th to July 30th. That's when it's scheduled in 2028. Falcons training camp last year was right around July 20th. So depending on when flag football would end, Bijan may or may not miss portions of training camp for it, which I'm sure Raheem would not sign up for that. Even if he is playing for the United States, it'd be kind of hard to navigate around that. Who knows, where things are going to be in 3 years? Who knows where things are going to be 3 days from now? But imagine Bijan Robinson out there again, dipping, dodging, doing his spin moves, getting away from defenders, and just being the fastest guy in the field. Probably for either team or for any player on any countryside for certain. Especially if the NFL doesn't allow a lot of its top players to go. Again, it's going to be more to the discretion of the teams for those players if they can go play or not. One person who has been pretty outspoken about about NFL players playing in the Olympic flag football is really, number one, it's been the quarterback for the U.S. flag football team. He's been very, very vocal about not wanting to let NFL guys just take over and play. But, one of those has been trying to find his name here. Sorry about that. Daryl Ducet. Daryl Ducet III. He is the quarterback for the U.S. flag national team. He's very opposed to NFL players just walking out there and taking over spots for flag football guys who have had to earn their way and make their way up the ladder to play this game. So perhaps there's a way to give everybody a little bit of what they want when it comes to the flag football thing, sprinkling some NFL players while keeping the guys who have been going through it for the last several years and the last few Olympic cycles, letting them keep their spots as well. Because, of course, NFL players would get all of the fanfare, we get all of the eyes on them because you'd be like, oh my God, there's Bijan Robinson, playing for the United States. Oh, goodness gracious, there's Xavier Worthy or somebody like that scoring touchdowns for the U.S. But it would be pretty cool to see him out there, see Bijan rocking number 7 in USA Olympic colors and stuff like that. Long as he doesn't get hurt, and as long as you're back in time for training camp, I'm sure Rob would probably sign off on it. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. We'll be back again tomorrow with more Falcons Daily. Right now, today, the OTAs are on a break. Falcons are taking Wednesday off. They'll be back for the final day of OTAs on Thursday, and we'll chop it up with you on Thursday and let you know what we see, what we know, and how we like to go about it. So again, give us a follow at FanArchCo, and also give me a follow, Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G and the word sports. Please give us a hit that subscribe button. It's down there near where it says Falcons Daily. You can click on that and hit subscribe. please do that for us and do your boy CG a solid. Until next time, be kind, be great, sayonara, and buenos noches.